Good evening, today. Good evening, all. So we are going to finish this lesson today, which is angles related to straight lines and parallel lines. Abhi mein give right? Then, if we have enough time, right, we are going to discuss the paper that I have given last week. Last week the paper ke idru tika sarancha karna, right? If I have enough time, right? So I need your support to complete this. Main complete karna, I need your support, right? Right. So the in page number 5, make a fundamental important, right? Very important. You need to be very careful when you are dealing with these parts. When the you need to be very careful, right? So, so so I have drawn some two figures, right? Like mentioned in the top of the page, right? So left hand side picture, which is figure 1, right hand side picture, figure 2, right? Normally, in the exam, you might meet questions like figure 2. Figure 2, you are meeting the questions, right? You are getting the questions in your exam paper, right? Right. So I will draw it again today. And there are two parallel lines. There are two parallel lines in the figure 2, and there is a transversal. Right? If someone is asking from you, what is called a transversal? What the transversal? What is called a transversal? All right. So, right, two or more straight lines have been crossed by a straight line, another straight line. Then this straight line is called a transversal. So if any straight line wants to become a transversal, that straight line should cross at least two straight lines. Not parallel, but two straight lines, right? Two straight line has been crossed by this straight line, so that this straight line becomes a transversal, right? So in this case, this is a special case. The specialty is these two straight lines are parallel together. Keep that in your mind. So two parallel lines has been crossed by a single straight line, which is called transversal, right? Two parallel lines, transversal, right? So if I say this is A, right, and this is B, this is C, this is D, this is P, this is Q, R and S, right? And I told you last week, I am going to give you a recap, right? This Z type of angles, right? This angle and this angle are called, right, alternate angle. Alternate angle. If you see something like F shape angle, so this angle and this angle, this is called corresponding angles. Right? And if you see C type of angle, right, those are called aligned angles. Aligned angles. Correct? So here, for an example, A and Q, right? A and Q, alternate angles, right? Pair of alternate angles. And again, because this is Z, and on the other hand, this is Z. D and P, the other couple of angles are D and P, right? Corresponding F type में, so this angle and this angle, D and R. P comma R. Right? The other couple of corresponding angles, A and S. This one and this one. A and X. A comma X. Sorry, A comma S. There are other two couples. Right? On this side, this angle and this angle. So P and B. So P comma B also corresponding angles, F type of angle. And on this side also you can find something like this. This angle and this angle. That means C and Q. Right? The other couple is C and Q. Maybe couple is it couple? You have to find F couple, you have to find C couple, right? Very, very interesting. Right. So this is C. C means maybe C type of angles are called allied angles. D and Q. D and Q. C type. C. Shape C. D comma Q. Or D comma Q. A comma P. Right. On the other hand, here. This one and this one. A comma P. So these are called allied. Correct. Right. Today is the day we are going to learn most important thing from this lesson. Important, right? So I'm going to explain it better so that you can understand it like step by step, right? And I will ask today, did you understand or did you get? Right? Then I need your proper answer. Right? Set again. Right. Few of them are missing away pain. Right? Well, right. Okay. So and last week I have filled this table like fill kara. Right? Then we have page number 5, last part. Fill right? Okay. So in last part we have seen that thing. If a transversal intersect with two parallel lines, I will write it in. If a transversal, this is the special case, huh? If a transversal intersects with you no need to write this thing is in the two parallel lines. Right? I'm not going to write all the things, right? And within bracket, please write figure 2, not figure 1, right? Method figure 2 within bracket. Figure 2 is the important thing. Right? In your exams, each and everywhere you will be having like parallel lines, transversal. So you have to find alternate angle, corresponding angles, aligned angles. That's all. If you know these three very well, you can score full mark for this. And yes, in the essay paper, you will be having full part. Sometimes it may be full essay question, or part of an essay question will be from this lesson. Part of important, so you can score like out of like at least sometimes full marks will be given 10 marks or part of that 8 marks for this one, 7 marks for this part definitely will be allocated. Correct? In exam, right? Okay. Here. So I have given 3 points. Point A, point B, point C. So first of all, let's do what is point A. Right? I have given pair of then I have given a blank. Blank right? Inside that blank, let's write the important thing. This. Right? pair of, well, these are the two parallel lines, right? And this is the transversal, right? Now, pair of alternate angles, right? Pair of alternate angles, right, are equal, right? Right, are equal. Then, first thing, first important thing. You cannot understand this one, right? In the next part, I will explain it better. Right now, just take the concept. Concept take a look at that, right? The thing you need to understand is if you have a transversal intersect with two parallel lines like this, transversal, the pair of alternate angles are equal. If you found any alternate angle, the magnitudes are equal together, right? So same thing, right? Pair of second one, part B, pair of the alternate part is done. Corresponding angles, right? Corresponding angles are equal, right? Maybe another, right? Maybe feel correct, right? Corresponding angles are equal. Right. See, right. Now, you know, pair of alternate angles are equal. Pair of corresponding angles are equal. But you cannot say like that here in a method. When it comes to the aligned angles, you cannot say like this. Now, if you found any pair of aligned angles, if you find any pair of aligned angles, right, the sum will be equal to 180 degrees, right? Make a theory, right? Still, it's okay. If you cannot understand this, right, that's okay. Just take the concept, right? So, I have given sum of two aligned angles. Right, sum of two aligned angles equal to 180 degrees. That's one of the important things. Alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, but aligned angles, seat shape angles, sum of aligned angles equal to 100 degrees. Right? That means if you consider pair of aligned angles, right? If you get the sum of those aligned angles will be equal to 180, right? Then later we are going to do more examples from these so that you can understand it perfectly. Right. Okay guys. So මේක අතේමුද? මට මේක TV එකක් තිබ්බනම් just මෙහෙම ලිව්වා. මම උඩට scroll කරා එහෙම කරන්න තිබ්බානේ. But I am missing that thing. හරි. මොකක් හරි වුණාද? Mark. Right. Okay. Now let's move to the page number 6. Page number 6. That is one of the important things, right? Here. Alright. So right here is part. Right. So here in page number 6, right? In page number 6, right? I have given therefore, right? Therefore, in above figure 2, right? We are discussing about the figure 2. Figure 2, right? Comma, right? A, right? Figure 2, A. So here we had something like pair of alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. Make anything with it. So this one is the first thing you need to know, right? So part A, pair of alternate angles are equal. So in the figure, right? In the figure 2, what are the pair of alternate angles? We have written them on last week, right? So if you say O and Q, pair of alternate angles, right? Pair of alternate angles. So angle O, right? Angle O equals to angle Q, right? So that means this pair of alternate angles are equal. That means Z type of angles are equal together, right? O angle equals Q angle, right? Z type, right? And there is another pair of alternate angles on the other side. N and P. Please look at the N and P. Right? N and P. So you can write comma N angle equals P angle. Right? N angle equals P angle because they are also Z shape angle, alternate angles. Right? Since they are between parallel line and a transversal, right? So N angle equals P angle, alternate. Right? Then B. So please write this. Pair of corresponding angles are equal. So what are the corresponding angles in figure 2? There are 4 pairs, right? As I written down here, 4 pairs. Pairs hatarak. So in last week also we have written down those things inside this table. Table. So here you should write 4, right? 4 couple of angles which are equal together, right? Pair of corresponding angles are equal. So first of all, I will choose N and R. Angle N equals angle R, comma. Then on the other side, angle O equals angle S. Right? You need to identify the pattern. Angle O equals angle S, comma. Then there are another 2 pair of angles, right? O and S. Angle P equals angle L. Angle L, comma. Then another one. Angle Q equals angle M. On the other hand, also you can write that. That means angle M equals angle Q, right? Right. So please write this. These are the 4 pair of corresponding angles you can identify from figure 2, right? You can identify from figure 2, right? Okay. Then allied angles. That means C type of angle, right? Sum of two allied angles equal to 180. So there are only two pairs, OP and NQ. OP and NQ. OP on the left hand side from the transversal. NQ is in the right hand side of the transversal. Right? So see, right? Angle O plus angle P, because these are C type of angle, that means allied angles, you have to get the sum, right? If you add angle O and angle P, the sum will be equal to 180 degrees. Very important, huh? Correct? The next couple is angle N plus angle Q is equal to 180. Angle N plus angle Q is equal to 180 degrees. So, these are the most important thing you need to know, right? These are the most important thing that you need to know. Right. Right. When we are doing some the chat is clear. Chat is clear. Hey, what to do, boy? Mama is below, but I want to right. Oh. So, hey. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we are going to do some examples. अभी मैं examples check करने हैं. So example number 6. Sorry, page number 6, exercise 8.3. Right? Let's do this. Right? Example number 6. Sorry, page number 6, exercise 8.3. Right. First of all, focus on the board. Right? Or you can do this with me. Right? So I think it would be better. Right? Okay. So come to the page number 6. Right? Come to the page number 6. Exercise 8.3. Exercise 8.3. Right? First one. Right? First question. Find the values of the letters. Right? Find the values of the letters. This angle is 120 degrees. Right? And these lines are parallel. And you have to find the value of M. Very easy. Is it? Right? Is it? Shape is it? I am going to remove all the lines, maybe unnecessary lines. Now, can you see this is Z line? Z shape. So we can directly write M equals 120, and you have to write down the reason as well. M equals 120 degrees within bracket, right? What is the reason? Alternate angles. If you want, you can write alternate angles like this. Angles, right? Instead, I will tell you an easy way. alternate angles. Just draw a small eye. What do you have coming? Alternate angle so that you can save your time by 1 second. Correct? 1 second is enough, right? Right. So this is how we are going to get the answer for the first one. Right? Then let's go to the second. I haven't named him. I'm an uncle, but I will put it like this. It is something like this. So you need to identify the shape. Two parallel lines are there, and you have a transversal like this, which crosses through these two parallel lines, right? And here you have letter M, and they have given here 60 degrees. What is the shape? M equals 60. Alternate angles. I am going to clear all the lines, unnecessary lines, so that you can see it clearly. Is it? Right? So the M equals 60. M equals 60, right? M equals 60 degrees. What is the reason? Z type alternate. Right? This is very easy. Alternate angles. That is the reason. Right? Because so since M equals 60 because of alternate angles. Done. Uh, Third one, right? It is something like this. There are two parallel lines. Two parallel lines and a transversal. And this angle is 110. And this angle is M. They are asking what is the value of M. How we are going to find? Minimum. Now you are going to identify whether M and 110 are which type of angle. Alternate corresponding align. So this is definitely corresponding because if I remove these parts, now can you see if this angle and this angle, F type angle upside down, if M equals 110. Reason? Corresponding angles. Definitely you need to write. Corresponding angles. Correct? Okay. Then D. Right? You have two parallel lines like this. We have D now. Right? Then you have a transversal like this. This is N. This is 55. Now, I'm not going to tell anything. Can anyone tell me what is the type of this angle?
Corresponding.
Super. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Right? So, if you are not clear with that, I'm going to remove all the unnecessary parts so that you can see. Means upside down F. So the M equals 55. M equals 55. Decrease. Don't forget to put decrease. Don't forget to put decrease. You will lose marks sometimes in the exam. Teacher this is rupiah කියලා හරි. So write down the reason as well. If you didn't write the reason, you will lose marks. Sorry. Corresponding angles. right? Then E, last two. We are going to move to the last two. So next one is, it is something like this. So some of you might have done this already. There are two parallel lines and transverse. This angle is 120 degrees. This angle is M. So first of all, you need to identify these angles are which type of angles. This is not alternate, right? And this is not corresponding. Definitely, this is type C, right? This is type C. So definitely this is type C. Yes, right? This is type C. That means allied angles, right? So if you cannot see, I will remove unnecessary things. Okay. Next C type, right? These two lines are parallel. Right. So Buddha, you can write M plus 120, M plus 120 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Why? The reason? Allied angles. Right. Then you can simplify this. Make M plus 120. So I am going to subtract 120 from both sides so that I can obtain the value of M. Right. Cancel out. Cancel out. M is equal to 180 minus 120, 60 degrees. Right. So using the same way, you can find the last thing as it. Right. So last thing is so you have figure like this, and you have two parallel lines, and they are telling this angle is 75 degrees, and this is M. Right. So first of all, you need to identify which type of angle is this. Right. Not corresponding, not alternate, but C shape, allied angles. I mean, C. So you can write M plus 75 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Reason? Allied angles. Right? Allied angles. So definitely you need to remember that, and this is the way you are going to do. So M plus 75, you are going to remove 75 from your left hand side so that you can make M as the subject. So negative 75, 180 minus 75. You are going to subtract 75 from both sides. Right? Cancel out. Cancel out. M equals to 180 minus 75. 105, right? D. Okay. So this is it. Got it or not? Clear or not? Alright. DNA is done. Okay. Anu give second place. Right, okay. I hope you have done. Make a lazy. Okay. Rushenka has provided me the reasons as well. Nice. Right, okay. So I'll explain. So the here now they have given shall I zoom this? Mommy zoom down. So you can see better. Right. If A equals to 60 degrees, okay. I am going to mark A equals 60 degrees. What the maybe A is equal to 60. A is equal to 60 degrees. Are then they are asking from us to find the value of E. Very easy. Here you have A, okay, and here you have E. What is the type of angle? Okay? This angle and this angle. Okay? Corresponding. So Uda, you can directly write E equals 60 degrees, right? The reason is, I will type it down. Corresponding angles. Then, this is the answer for part A. Right? Then, if C is equal to 80, right? If C is equal to 80, well, now, where is my C? C is here. Okay. C is 80 degrees, right? Then they are asking what is the value of E and state the reason. What is this? Z type. Male. Alternate. So E is equal to 80 degrees. Reason? Alternate angles. Right? Right. Okay, that part is over. Then what we have? If F is equal to 110, what is F? Mean no. F is equal to 110. What is the value of E? Easily you can find it. Make a lazy, but easy. You can find that. You have to just subtract 110 from 180 so that you will be able to get E as E is equal to 70. But if you used alternate angles, corresponding angles, and allied angles, how you are going to find it? And so this is 110, right? Now you have this is a type of angle so that you will be able to find this one, right? This is also 110, right? And D and E are allied angles, right? So E plus D is equal to 110, right? Sorry, 180. However, if you get the answer E is equal to 70, that's okay. Or there is another way, like this, right? If F is equal to 110, right? This is equal to 110. So you know by using the allied angle method, C should be equal to 70, right? Because F plus C equal to 180. 110 plus 70, 180. So if C is equal to 70, E is equal to definitely 70 because reason is alternate angles. So that's the way you are going to find it out. Alright? Right. You have to write the reasons. Okay, so here there are another two things. Here I haven't given values. Right. I will say when method of the 11, please write here, right? Inside the bracket, please write here, right? When B equals 110 degrees, right? When B equals 110 degrees, find the value of E find the value of D, find the value of C, right? You can find this at home. Huh? These are homeworks. Your homeworks. Second question or third question the and fourth also same. Huh? Fourth also same. I will give you a value. Right? Uday, inside the bracket, right? Write down when B equals to 110. Find the value of E, find the value of D, find the value of C. Right? So same here. Whether not right. In the fourth question, right? In the fourth question, write down inside the brackets, right? Bracket as well. Please write down inside the bracket when uh, G equals to 55 degrees. These are homeworks. Huh? When G equals to 55 degrees, find the value of E, D, and C. Right? Alright. Okay. These things are home. Right. Let's move to the next one. I am going to give you some time to do that. Right. Fifth question. I want to see who finishes first. Just try. Make a try. I want you guys to try. Try. Identify alternate angles, identify corresponding angles, identify aligned angles. And so on and so on. Right. I want to see who finishes first. Please send me the answer. Find the values of A and B. Very easy, yeah. Okay. Rushanika got the first place. No, is wrong. No, Sanugi, no. Yeah, did you get 65? Yes, very easy. Okay, pain na Z type of angles, pain na. You can't see Z type of angles and you can't see F type of angles, so that's the case, right? No, Anugi, right? So this is different, right? One of the answers is correct, but the other answer is wrong. You guys need to calibrate your eyes to see this difference. Yes. No, no. The other way around. This is wrong. Huh? Now correct, right? Make it correct. No, hurry. This correct. Right? Yes, sorry, yes. You just have to identify what are the Z type of angle in between parallel lines, right? And what are the F type of angles? You need to calibrate your mind. You need to calibrate your eyes. Yes. Right. Okay. The time is enough. Right. I will do this in board. I'll make a board day so that you will be able to identify what you got wrong there. Alright. So in page number 7. Right. In page number 7. Right. In page number 7. What you have is, right, so page number 7, fifth question, right? So it is something like this. Right? So these two lines are parallel. This line and this line. Right? These two lines are parallel. Right? So this angle is B, this angle is A. And this is 70 degrees. This is 60 degrees. So what you can see is there are two parallel lines, right? There are two parallel lines, right? And there are two transversals also. Right? Now, first of all, I am going to forget this. I am going to forget this transversal. Correct? Understood? I am going to forget that. Like for a moment. What do you have? Now, can you see any relationship? A and 70. A and 70. F type of F type of angles, right? This one and this one. So the A is equal to 70 degrees. The reason is F type means corresponding angles. Right? Then if I put this omega, right? I am going to forget all the things. So that is how we are going to see two parallel lines transversal. Z type of angle. So directly I can write B is equal to 60 degrees. What is the reason? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Correct? Done. A is equal to 7, B equals 50. Done. Perfect. Correct? So this is the full figure. A 70. So you need to see that. Right? Now you know the theory, you know the concept. Correct? But if you know the concept, it is your duty, right? To however, right, apply those concepts inside this. Now make parallel lines, transversals, multiple transversals. First transversal, second transversal. You need to identify clearly which are Z type, which are F type, which are C type. That's all from this lesson. Throughout this whole lesson. Let's go for sixth one. Do this. Find the values of A and B. I want to see who finishes first. part easier. Okay, वाला मंगल करला दी. But if you see clearly, yes sir, yes, super, excellent. I think they if you see this clearly, but right, this is nothing. Make it Yes. Yep. Yep. Yes. Sorry. Sorry. Yes. I was in mute, right? So, if you want to the mega, I will explain it in the board, right? So this one, right? There are parallel lines, right? All the way around, you can see parallel lines only. That is it. But if you can see clearly, what is the relationship is this. Here you have parallel line, and here also you have parallel line. And yes, this one is also parallel line, but it acts as an mother transversal, right? Transversal. This green line is a transversal. So, Uda, you need to clearly identify, right? This 50 degrees is equal to A, right? So, you have right A is equal to 50 degrees, right? Reason is mother. Alternate angles. I am not going to write all the alternate angles, right? I am going to clear this. Then, what you can see is here, right? What you can see here is another type of alternate angle are here, right? So if you see this line, when you make a parallel line and this parallel line, right? If you consider these two parallel lines and the middle line act as a what? Yes, it is a parallel line, but it act as a transversal. Right. Okay. Then what you can say about this angle and this angle? Previously, we found that A is equal to 50. So, if this is 50, right? So, this act as an Z type of angle. Mean red angles A equals B, right? That means B equals 50 degrees. The reason? Alternate blah 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 angles. Alternate angles. That's all. Right. Let's move to the next one. We got right. Do this. Find in the figure. Find the values of A and B. Find the values of A and B. I want to see who finishes first. Please do it fast. Okay. All right. Okay. Second place for Shankar. Third place for Saheli. Fourth, Sanogi. Fifth, Sainal. Oh, Anugi. How did A become this? Is it alternate or is it corresponding or is it allied? That's the case. That's the case. Right? Don't be hurry, yeah? Right? Now it's correct. Yes, Louis. Yes, I know. Right. Okay, I'll discuss. So shall I discuss this in the board? हमें board पे पहले करना. Right. So the seventh question in the page number 8. I'll do it here. Right. Seventh question, page number 8. So it is something like this. There is a triangle. There is a triangle. Right. And here we have a parallel line like this. Right. Here you have A. This one is B. This one is 40 degrees. Right. So this one has been given as 110. So if you want to find A, right, you have to care about this parallel line and this parallel line. And the transversal is this. So this A and 110, right? This A and 110 forms what? Forms C type of angle, right? C type of angle. That means allied angles, right? Allied angles. So A plus 110 is equal to 180. Reason? Allied angles. Or allied angles, whatever. So here you need to find the value of A. So that I am going to subtract 110 from both sides. 180 minus 110. cancel out, cancel out. A is equal to 180 minus 110, 7. Correct? 180 minus 110, that is 7. So A is equal to 70. May if you forget this part, may you forget all the this parallel line and this parallel line, right? Because you know these are same parallel lines, and this is acting as an transversal. B equals 40. Directly you can write B equals 40 degrees. Why? Reason? Alternate angles. Is that type of thing? Right? Alternate angle. Right? That. Right. Shall we go to the next? To the next part? Right? Any unclear point? Any unclear point? Please let me know. Clear? Oh, what's happening? Clear? Oh, doubt. Right? Clear or doubt? Shall we proceed? Anyone? Carter, the main question. Is there anything? Right. Okay. Let's do the next question. Alright. So the Carter unclear now. If anyone is unclear about this, please let me know, right? Alright. Okay. So. Right. Is anything missing here? Maybe not for missing. Then please try this. I want to see who finishes first. Find the value of V, X, Y, and Z. You have to think. Have to think a little bit. Right. So this is it, right? Make the figure, right? In page number 8, question number 8, right? Page number 8, question number 8. So you have to find the values of V, X, Y, Z, right? So how to begin? Most important thing is, again you need to identify alternate angles, corresponding angles, aligned angles. Right? You can see hell of right parallel lines, right? Okay? These two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel. Right? And they are acting as an transversal with each and every moment, right? Which when you have parallel two lines, right? If these two lines are parallel, this parallel line is acting as an transversal, and also this line acting as a transversal for this line and these parallel lines, and these two are parallel lines, and transversal there are two transversal, this one and this one, right? So on and so forth. You can have multiple transversal for same two parallel lines. So you have to use that property to find V, X, Y, Z. Right. Okay. So by looking at this is 60. This is 50. Right? This one is 60 now, right? And here you have parallel line, right? But the next parallel line is here. Right? We'll move the next parallel line for this. So no need to take care of that. But if you consider this parallel line and this parallel line, this one is this one this line is acting as a transversal. So 60 equals x. Directly you can write x equals 60 degrees. Or x equals 60 degrees, so that you can find well, the reason is alternate angles. Right? Alternate angles. Done. Now you know your x is 60 and we have 60. Right? Right. If x is equal to 60, what else we can find? None. Good bet. Right? No. Let's see something like corresponding angle. So you can see this line parallels to this megger. So that this line parallels this. These two lines. I will separately draw them. Parallels. Right? So this one is 50. Move 50. Why is here with the. So you can directly write y is equal to 50. Why is that? Corresponding. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Y is equal to 50. Done. You know y is equal to 50. So then by using the same method, can you use the same way? Yes, me. This one and this one. These two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel. And this one acting as an more. It is something like this name and this line. Here you have line like this way. Right? This line parallels to, right? There are three arrows parallels to this one and this one. And you know this is 50. When I make 50, right? And you know this is 50. Right? And this one V. So you can directly write V is equal to 50. Why is that? Corresponding. Right? V okay, X okay, Y. Is it? How to find Z? How to find Z at all? This is 60. Right? V is equal to 50. Right? So you know the sum of the three angles are equal to 180. You can use that way also. Or else 60 plus 50 plus this angle. When we are here, 60 plus 50 plus this angle is equal to 180. Okay, 180. So this should be 70. Right? This angle should be 70, right? Yes. 60, 110, 70. So definitely this is Z. This line parallel to this line. This line parallel to this line. This is transversal. And make a 70. So that Z equals 70. Right? Okay. Focus on the loop. Right. or else I will use Mega. I will use this V Z and 16, right? So that means V, you know the value 50, 50 plus Z plus 60. That means you can write 50 degrees plus 60 degrees plus Z, right? Right. So you are going to find Z, or else you can write in a very easiest way is the thing you are going to find is Z. Oh, and then Z. So take it front. Z plus 50 degrees plus 60 degrees is equal to 108. Correct? Is equal to 108. 60 plus 50, 110. Z plus 110 equals 108. Right? So take 110 to the other hand side. Z is equal to 180 minus 110. Right? Z is equal to 70 degrees. Here you have to write down the reason. Right? Sum of the interior angles of triangle. O is sum of the interior angles of a triangle. But here understood, or do you have any doubt? Clearly get it? Yep. Maybe there not the way I found this understood, clearly understood. Right? There not. Shall I proceed? Yes or no? Tell me. Right? X equals 60. Is it that this line parallel to this line? Make a transversal. This is transversal. Is it? X equals 60. Y equals 50. Why is that? Y equals 50. Yes. F y equals 50. Done. B equals 50. F on the other side. F V equals 50. Corresponding angles. And this one, there are two ways to obtain. If you want, you can obtain this angle using this triangle 60 plus 50 plus this angle is equal to 180. Sum of the interior angles of sorry. Sum of the interior angles of triangles, right? Sum of angles on a straight line. Right? Sum of the angles on a straight line. I care about this method. So if I want to find the value of Z, I have taken Z plus V plus 60. Z plus V means 50. Z plus 50 plus 60. 50 plus 60 is equal to 180. Sum of the angles on a straight line. The reason sum of the angles on a straight line Z plus 110 is equal to 180. So take it to the other side. Z equals 70. Or else you can use this same way, right? 60 plus 50, right? Same thing. You can find this angle 70 degrees, right? Then you can take this is Z type of angle, right? So Z is equal to 70, right? Z is equal to 70. Later you can find that one as well, right? Both these are correct, right? But better to use Mayer. Z equals 70 alternate angles. By taking the below triangle, it is 70, Z is equal to 70. Right. Okay. Clear? Right? Mahitano clear. Right. Right. I am going to share the screen. Okay. Could they please do this maker? Right, do this maker. Which one day? Which one? Alternate angle to, is it? On top of that, you have part. Okay, the below part, right? The triangle inside the triangle scene, you are mentioning it. Other than that, I am not seeing anything. They find the value of x and y. Very easy. Okay, let's see which one is correct. Uh, how the Roshenka, you have to check your answer x. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay, I will do it in the board, right? मैं बोलेगा. So the ninth question. If BCD angle equals 80 degrees, right? Find xy. Let's see. There is a figure. Something like this. Right? X 20 degrees. This is Y. This is A, C, and D. This is D. Right? Right. So how to find? They have given BCD. BCD. So this full angle is 80 degrees. So Buddha, when you are doing this kind of questions, right, you might better mark them. BCD is 80. So you have to understand this angle is 80 degrees. So when you look at this one, you need to understand it is same as Y. Help me. Two parallel lines. This is a transversal. So this is 80. This is 80. Y equals 80. Corresponding angles. Right? Corresponding angles. Reason. Why? Then you need to know that if you consider this 20 degrees, again two parallel lines, and AC is a transverse. AC is a transversal for these two parallel lines. 20 degrees. Then this angle is 20 degrees also. Small one 20 degrees. So you can write ACD. ACD angle is equal to 20 degrees. What is the reason? Alternate angles, right? That means Z type of angle, right? Alternate angles, so that you can find X. You can find X. So you can write X plus 20, X plus 20 degrees is equal to 80. Right? Is equal to 80 degrees. Right? What is the reason? Sorry, there is no reason because it is equal to 80. Right? X plus 20 is equal to this whole angle, entire angle. Right? This small acute angle plus this acute angle. X plus 20 is equal to 8. Right? Because they have given. So X plus 20 minus 20. 80 minus 2. Correct. Cancel out. Cancel. X is equal to 60 degrees. 80 minus 20. X is equal to 60 degrees. Correct. Understood? There was the there another. Right. Okay, guys. So shall we do E? अभी ये this one. Do this. Do this fast. But you have to think a little bit. පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්න outside the box so that you can get the answer. There is something that you need to construct. පොඩි construction එකක් කරන්නත් ඕනේ. No, I think not. It's more than that. Okay, I'll give you a help now. මම පොඩි help එකක් කරන්න. හරි. So what if I construct a parallel line from here? Parallel to this one, right? For both lines, right? Parallel to this, parallel to this. Now, if I do this kind of a construction, can you find x? That's why I told you, you need to think little bit out of the box. Out of the box. හිතන්න ඕනේ කිව්වේ ඒකයි. Right. Okay, I think the time is enough and I'll do No, Rushenka. This is very closer to the answer, right? Not 6. I have given you a help as well. Right? Okay. I'll do this. You make current. Right? Okay. So, Kuda, page number 9. Right? Page number 9. And next exercise. Right? First question, part E. So here you have something like this. When we have seen that there is a parallel line, right? This line is parallel to this line. When I make right? These two lines are parallel, and here there is a bend, right? This kind of bend, and this angle is called x. So you have to find the value of x. This angle is given as 130 degrees. This angle is given as 120 degrees. Right. So we need to find x. How to find x? There are few ways, but the easiest way is what if, right? If you do some kind of construction, when you make a construction curve, right? From here, I am going to do a construction straight line, right? Which is parallel to both lines. This one and this one. Parallel line, parallel line, parallel line, parallel line. All three of them are parallel. Right? All three of the lines are parallel together. Right? So if I mark this angle as A and this angle as B, now you can easily find A and B. Right? When you are drawing a figure in the exam, right, in the exam paper, you might draw this figure and you can name your angles. That is for your easiness. So that you can clearly express your idea to the examiner. ඔයාගේ පොතේ ලියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතකොට teacher දන්නවා. Right, teacher knows about you. So these things have been done, and this student has labeled all the angles in the figure very clear, right? So he has an idea, she has an idea about what she is doing, he is doing, right? What you are doing, right? So she will be impressed, your teacher will be impressed, and she will give marks for these things. That is so the okay? This parallel line, transversal. So you can directly write a plus 130 equals 180 degrees. Reason, aligned angles or aligned angles. Right? Done. You need to find a 130, subtract 130 from both sides. 180, subtract 130. Right? Cancel out, cancel. A is equal to 180 minus 130, 50. A is equal to 50 degrees. Right? So by using the same method, you can find B. B one, right? B plus 120 equals 180 degrees. What is the reason? Parallel line, transversal. B plus 120 equals 180, aligned angles. Right? Aligned angles. Right? Then you can find B. Take 120 to this side, then B will be equal to 60 degrees. I'm not going to simplify it furthermore, right? You know the way. B is equal to 60. And we are 60. So, Utami, angles on a straight line. A plus X plus B. Nothing, ne? Right? But I see. Right? I will do it here. Right? So, you have to find the value of X. Right? X plus 50 plus 60. 50 degrees plus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So what is the reason? Right? Angles on a straight line. Right? Angles on a straight line. You have to write full angles on a straight line. Some of the angles on a straight line. So make 50 plus 60, 110. And X plus 110 is equal to 180. Right? X plus 110 is equal to 180. So take 110 to the right hand side. To the right hand side. Right? So finally you will end up with X is equal to 70 degrees. Right? 70 degrees. Very beautiful. That's right. Right. Okay. Understood.